fields did not work out well. Reasoning for that was because Valindra had an attack that was able to that she was able to get off despite all the negative effects placed on her. The players escaped. Most of the players escaped through various means, but when Druhas and Miles tried to fly away,
No, it was Mikolash.
oh, and Mikolash, okay. When Mikolash and Miles tried to fly away, I think one of you got hit and knocked unconscious, and you started falling.
Mikolash
Is that
lost
right?
Hit
concentration,
by Dispel Magic.
Right. Oh yes, dispel magic.
which caused me to fall to
Because
my
you were
death, basically.
right. Um, the rest of you managed to get away, and you, Kayla, you casted your magic circle spell. What is it? Circle of teleportation.
Teleportation circle, yeah.
Teleportation circle. To go back to Fort Nanzaro to lick your wounds, and hopefully come back stronger. You all, and this is where we let off. The five of you, four of you stumble out in a heap from the teleportation circle inside Wakango Tamu's house. You the as you take a look around and survey your scene, you notice something is slightly off. The house is quite dark. Maybe there's just no one inside at the time. You did come in unannounced. But then you take a look out the window and you see quite the surprising scene. What was once a tropical, temperate area now is covered in a thick blanket of snow.
Oh.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Does anyone besides Miles speak Giant?
Yeah, Flavius does.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. So, it doesn't seem like Wakanga Tamu is either he's not in the building or he did not hear your arrival. So for the moment, you guys are alone in his house.
Okay.
Let's just jump back to Port Nyanzaru to give you guys a sense of what's going on.
Oh, you changed your
We
character.
have no vision.
You look like She-Hulk.
Our vision is so limited.
Is there something wrong with the visual?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have basically no vision.
we see nothing.
Oh, okay. That's probably because of the lighting.
Oh, we can see
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
This brings
So-
back memories.
The characters would all be inside. And we'll just say you're in this building. I forget which one is. This.
Okay, and just looking around, we don't see him anywhere.
No, so you went. The teleportation circle is in his study of sorts.
Right.
So there's just various books, open and closed, and there is a table, with a pencil and quill. It seems like recently, previously when you arrived, all the books were neatly on the shelves. Currently, the books are kind of. It's not like a mess, but there's a lot more books and it's stacked on the ground. It seems like he has been whatever Wakango Tommy's been doing, he's been going through his books or doing some research of sorts.
Okay,
In the
I'll quickly kind of scan down the covers, the spines of the books that are on the ground.
Yeah. So going down the spine of the books, they are the ones that he has picked out detail the history of Omu, starting from there, and then going further down, it starts to go into topics about giants as well as like the history of giants, the myth of their creation, and several of the books also deal specifically with cartography. So just a map of the world, and not just of water. What's Waterdeep called? What?
Sword
Not
Coast.
replica. Where are you going?
Faerun?
Not just a favor room, but beyond the beyond Great Room. So where
Right.
do
Oh, can't we use the magic map to see where he is?
We
Oh
have a
yeah.
magic map.
Who?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
that, right?
the magic map?
Yeah.
If you pull out the magic map, if I recall, the magic map just gives you a real-time vision of Omu. Or am I remembering?
Oh, okay.
No, I think you might be right.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay.
Which is still
Uh,
useful, just
it is-
not immediately right now.
What is it? DND. Rime of the Frost Queen.
You like adapted it?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm a fly
That's the plan.
adaptation. Let's go, boys.
Oh. About this book. Icewind Dale.
All right, ignore my rolls. I'm gonna be
Right.
just
Yeah,
make sure things work.
it mentions Icewind Dale, which is a place you've never heard of before. It's yeah, or no, you know what? Give me a knowledge check. If you maybe you have heard of Icewind Dale. Knowledge history. Okay, yeah. So you've done academic studies, and so you are aware that beyond the outside of Faerun, where man has explored, on the far northern edge of it, beyond the northern edge, there is a continent named Icewind Dale, from which myth giants are known or described to have lived in, and other creatures well suited for the cold.
Okay, and that's like what Tom has been researching.
It seems like it, yeah. It seems like just general books about giants and the mythology and history of Icewind Dale.
Okay.
Seems quite apt given the current weird weather pattern that you're seeing outside the window, but you don't know how to tie it all together. Yeah. As you guys slowly calm down from your adrenaline, you realize, yeah, it's really freaking cold here. It's obvious that this house was not well insulated, and so before long, the four of you start shivering.
Okay.
No damage yet, but just a sense of the environment you're in.
I love how you use the word "yet."
Huh.
So, what do you guys do?
I did not properly prepare for this.
What, you weren't
Bonfire.
properly prepared for a snowstorm on this tropical island?
Surprisingly, no.
Do we have bonfire?
I don't.
Didn't you? You have it, Mikalash?
No, I have control flame.
Okay, well, we'll get it stirred, and then we'll
Sure.
keep it going.
Well, not in this guy's house, right? Unless there's a fireplace.
especially not inside the study with all the book.
They make
So
good
looking
kindling.
around the rest
Yeah,
of the
we can find a
Well,
fireplace.
we have
See if he has one.
started a flame using firebolt.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
you've wandered around the house. He has housed you before, and you know that there is a kind of like a dining room where there is a fireplace. If that's where you want to navigate towards.
probably good to set up
Probably.
there for the time being.
Sure.
Yeah.
You wander around the house and you stumble. You find your way towards the dining hall. While while inside the study it was eerily quiet, you do spot someone as you are wandering the halls. Um, Upon seeing you, they rush towards you, and the gentleman rushes towards you. You've seen him before, and he's one of the assistants of Wakongton. He's like, oh, yes, dear adventurers, back so soon. I'm sorry we cannot offer you much hospitality at this time. But, we're a bit abreast with the situation, you see.
I point out the window and ask what's going on.
We are not sure. Master Otamu is investigating, as along with the other merchant princes. They are all attending a meeting right now, discussing what to do about the situation. This came quite suddenly. So most of us here are without a clue. I think it probably started
Probably like the frost
a
giant.
bit in the last 2 days ago when the snow started falling.
Well, I think I have an idea of what the snow could be.
So
Oh.
what actually could that be? I'm not sure. I got
So
it.
we
The
met some
giants.
and they're searching
fluff
for a
giant.
ring, and a ring causes snowstorms. And
Ah.
this ring was stolen from them by a person.
Got it.
So last time we
Oh,
found a
that's
snowstorm, Miles sent a sending to the chief of the giants, saying, "Hey, we found a snowstorm on this part of the island."
Yeah.
So they've been
The
chasing it.
snowstorm was
Okay, and then the storm like migrated here.
Yeah.
yeah. If you go here, last time when you guys identified the snowstorm, it was oh my gosh, this map takes so long to load.
We
Oh
saw
my
it like
gosh.
around here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around here. I think
Yeah,
it's
like Mazzaro, I think.
And
oh yeah,
when
Murzo.
we first met the
Murzo.
giants around here.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Right.
They gave us
Yeah, you met
polyswap.
them at the spiky structure, the spire structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Mesro was where the snowstorm was, and I think the pink circle was indicating the edge of the snowstorm. Oh wait, maybe you guys don't actually see the pink circle.
We do not.
No.
Oh, okay. That was probably for me, so I can tell you guys where you guys are at this point. God, I don't know what layer I'm supposed to be on. Oh right, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, so it was kind of like around, kind of like that far,
Right.
and so it seems like either the person wearing the ring has moved, or the snowstorm has spread. So, but that's where you guys saw the snowstorm last.
I remember at that time we were in the hut and someone came in the middle of the night, and I just went out, banished them, and went back in.
Yes, there was a
That was
ice
my-
elemental.
That was my favorite encounter. Back to
Do
bed
we
I
know
go.
what the item is called?
We know it's a ring.
Yes, you know it's a ring, and you know that like the bearer of the ring is supposed to be like a signal of they are the ruler, or like a symbol of nobility.
So is the servant, still in the room with us?
You met the servant in the hallways on your way towards the dining
Okay.
area. They're saying, please follow me. And he does directly lead you to the dining area where the fire is already roaring,
Oh, okay.
and you can see several people just kind of huddled around there. Not that many, just like 2 or 3 people, but there are some
Are
people
they
there.
the merchant princes or just others?
No, it seems like they're just other servants taking a break.
Okay.
Okay. Because if we knew the item, then we could locate object.
I'll ask like someone when this happened, like when this started.
Not too long ago. I would say midday 2 days ago.
What time of day is it right now?
As you stumble back, it would have been. You guys wanted to. Did you want to enact your plan to attack them? Like
Oh,
you
right.
wanted to do that in
10:30.
the morning when Valindra
Yeah.
was there, right? So
Right.
it wouldn't be
10:30.
too long. It's probably even before noon right now. So
Right. Okay. So just under 2 days.
yeah. And as you are walking in the halls, you come across like larger windows, and you see the snow is pretty thick, and so there's like at least a solid foot on the ground, or more. So yes, since it started snowing, it has not stopped. We are not well equipped to deal with this, so but we are doing our best.
Do you have any idea which direction the snowstorm came from?
Direction. I would not know. It seemed to have come at us all at once. I guess if it must have come from a direction perhaps south, but I'm not. I'm afraid I can't be much more detailed than that. Yes. Well, but I hear, turning to Mikolash, I hear you you mentioned that there is uh, that you know something about this event. Um, I implore you, the 5 merchants are meeting right now, um, at the city city hall, which doesn't exist, but we'll say it exists. Um, if you do have some information, I think it would be best if you can go speak with them. Go to speak with them.
Okay.
Merchants Ward. It should not be too far from here. Maybe we'll just say that it's like one of the other buildings. Maybe it's like this tent in the middle here. No, why would the city hall be a tent? Building number 4, I think, will be fine. Okay.
Could be the castle,
I would figure it'd be
Where's
this
the
building
castle?
down here.
or like whatever this is. I assume this.
Oh
I
yeah,
assume
the
this is
south.
the castle.
I think that was supposed to be, that was like a large shopping area, but we'll make it.
Yeah.
I forget. Okay, yeah, down there at the far side. Looking you guys up and down, they say, you are clearly not suited for this temperature, however. Here, let me give you some of Master's clothing to keep yourselves warm. And he does just that. So you guys are given some set of warm weather clothing or cold weather clothing. It doesn't quite fit exactly right, but it will do.
Okay, so this is ready now.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we just go and meet them now? What do we have something we have to do before that? Okay, if you're pretty quiet, by the way. Yeah.
I guess just go about the meeting.
Okay, yeah.
You're not gonna dress into
Um,
better clothes first? Some of us are still splattered in blood.
Uh,
Well, we
true.
did, right? We changed.
Oh yeah.
into warm weather.
Yeah.
Well, I can prestidigitation to at least remove blood.
That's true. Oh, clever move.
Tidy up a bit, I guess.
Okay, you guys step outside, and at that moment, the full brunt of the cold hits you. Um, the as the gentleman opens the door for you guys, he kind of shuffles you guys out and closes the door quickly, as to not let the colds get in. Um, the looking around you, there's no one else on the streets, and there's no markings on the ground to indicate a set of roads. So there are several tracks of footprints, kind of defining a new set of roads here. Um, he before setting you guys off, the servant did give you a set of instructions to help you find your way to the palace, or to the city hold or whatever. You guys walking down the streets. So it is kind of mid morning. You'd expect to see several people outdoors putting up things for sale and having going about their daily business. It is eerily quiet on the streets. Um, Clearly, no one was prepared for this, and no one is willing to just treat the day as normal. Um, Walking down, you do hear boisterous noise from within some of the buildings. Clearly, they are some sort of eating establishment or an inn or a lodging establishment. So there still seems to be people gathering in those areas, but no one really wants to stay outside. As you continue down, you guys will be able to uh, party. Okay, that's what that says. Um, you guys make your ways all the way down towards the palace. Oh, sorry, the city keep. Um, Passing by the Colosseum, where normally there would be large noises and probably people betting right outside. It is now too eerily quiet, with not even a person manning the station, manning the entry station or the betting poles. Um, you find your way to the keep, and upon entry, you see a guard, several guards, in fact, all with different markings or insignia on them. It doesn't seem like they're wearing the same uniform of sorts, but they all collectively tell you to stop and mention that the merchant princes are meeting in assembly inside this building, and so you cannot come in.
Do I have some sort of... Sure, I'll just
Suggestion?
introduce myself as an agent of Otamu.
Okay. They look at four of the guards, kind of like defer to one particular person. Um,
And also that we bring information that may be relevant to them.
Okay. They look you up and down. Give me a
Persuade.
persuasion.
Man, why didn't we just get a referral from
Act non-suspiciously. Okay, sure. He looks you up and down and just says, "Wait here," as he disappears inside. Several minutes pass, and with every minute, the cold seeps in further and further. Before he once again emerges and says, "The four of you may come in." You were led into the area, led by the one guard, and he walks you down the halls and around the circular building until you find yourselves into a room. In this room, there is multiple people, some of whom you recognized. One of which is Wakona Chame himself.
Your audio is doing a thing.
My audio?
Fine for me.
Was it me?
Testing, testing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Hello, testing.
Was it me? Maybe.
Okay. So
Oh,
you're now you're clearly in an audience with all of the merchant princes attending.
Mm-hmm.
As to the number of the merchant princes, let me check. Merchant.
There should be 7, right?
I think there's 7. Yeah. Merchant princes. Okay, I need to find out. I need to check how many are there,
testing.
but I'm almost positive there's 7. Yeah. So yeah, all 7 are in attendance. Wakami Tenyu breaks the silence of upon you guys entering. Says, friends. Please do not be alarmed, everyone. These are adventurers in my employ. Um, where is the tall one?
He won't be coming.
I see. Okay, well, for the time being, my personal guard had mentioned that you had some information to share about this situation.
Yes. This snowstorm. We've seen it before. We think this is caused uh by the artifact of the giants.
Yes, we had suspected that they were involved in this event. Several of our scouts, and I'm sure. Let me just pull. Several scouts have not just my own, but have described frost giants wandering on this island. Though with what purpose we are not sure.
The giants are searching for the ring. It is a ring that they. It is that ring that causes this weather.
A ring, you say? I'd done some research on this, but it. I must say that a lot of the stories in mythology don't describe a ring in particular. Um, he defers to another person at this table and says, Zonthi, would you know more about the dealings about the ring, of course? Zonthi is another person at this seated at this table looking at her. She's quite a bit older than the other people here. She ponders for a moment before just detailing the ring. Yes, that's what this book mentions. Frost. Don't know. Yes, it was described as an artifact of the Frost queen. It is mentioned in some of the stories of the people who live up north. Um, I have some of their literature back in my abode that I've traded for when some of their kind had visited Omu. I will have to go back and look for more details. But needless to say, if what this gentleman says is true, then um, we must seek out this ring and get rid of it, lest we be trapped in this snowstorm for the rest of our days.
I think the giants are quite keen to have it back. So if we can find the ring, then they will gladly reclaim it.
Hmm, I see. Well, thank you for the information. Well, perhaps then, looking at this is Wakano Tama taking back control of the conversation. Well then, while we digest the information you shared, perhaps we at the table here can break for a bit, as I am sure that you are all tired of discussing what to do with our resources. Um, the rest of them kind of nod in agreement, and they all kind of push away from the table. After a moment of shuffling, Wakanga Tamu walks up to you and says, "Greetings, friend. This was not the circumstances I would have liked to see you again, but how do you fare? Would you prefer if we moved to a different room? Perhaps."
Okay.
On this moment, as he says that, it's obvious he's not expecting an answer, as he's kind of pushing you towards out of this meeting room, and he goes down several doors down the hall, opening each door along the way to see if there's someone in there. Clearly, no respect for privacy, but he opens the door. It's like, oh, someone's there. Oh, there's another meeting happening here. Until he spots upon a room that is empty, and walks in with the rest of you guys in tow, I suppose. Upon the door closing, he isn't there like a secret, like a sealing room spell? What is it?
He could cast silence on
Um,
the hallway outside.
Okay.
I think Private
He
Sanctum? Question mark.
Seems like a very expensive
what?
spell.
Human's tiny hut.
Tiny hut would work.
okay. Well, I guess he doesn't cast anything. He just closes the door and says, "Okay, well, friends, I see you are down a companion. Um,
I'll give him a basic
After a
summary of what
moment
happened.
pause, he says, yes, should I fear the worst?"
Unfortunately, yes. I give him a basic summary of like basically the leader of the Red Wizard camp in Omu is a lich. We had a run-in with her. Not all of us made it back.
A lich, you say? This is not a Sarah.
Not a Sarak, another lich.
I see. Well, I mean,
And
it is no
I think
surprise.
we have intel that she stole a Zerarak's phylactery.
Other
No,
way around.
Sarak stole her phylactery.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
I see. Well, it is certainly no surprise that there are liches in the employ of the Red Wizards. It is surprising to me that such a person would be involved in this operation, however. In this particular, whatever is causing this sickness, this death curse, it must be quite important, to not just to Acererak, but to other liches, to thus Tom as well.
The lich we fought with also tried to uh, tried to command some of us using a long-term spell to deliver the artifact to her.
I see. I see. Hmm. And you mentioned that the that her phylactery is in possession of that Acererak is in possession of her phylactery.
We believe so.
Yes, that would. Yes, that would certainly prevent her from venturing into the tomb herself to reclaim um, whatever is there, reclaim the artifact herself. Uh, this is probably why she was looking for your group or to go in and venture the tomb on her behalf. Um, I would suspect that if anything were to befall her, she would then be sent to her phylactery, and then Acererak would be able to do as he wishes to her soul. Um, for the time being, though, it seems like you have, oh, most of you have come off surviving an encounter of a lich, so I suppose some good fortune is on your side. Um, however, um, I do regret to inform that uh, it seems that that gentleman, Miles, was it? His next of kin had actually come upon this, come to our city to uh, to meet him at the next opportunity. It may be best if you go speak with her at at the next time that would be convenient. I believe she's staying at the Boarheads Inn, so perhaps you can look for her there. Um, Either way, I am sure you are aware of the situation we're currently in, dealing with the frost giants. We had actually supposed that the frost giants were intentionally doing this to our island, but if what you say is true, then perhaps it might be worth our while to reach out and contact these frost giants. Um, Perhaps we can come to an arrangement of sorts.
Hmm.
I digress. So, well, if you have any need of resources or some place to rest, my house is always open to you folks. Um, let me know if you need anything. Um, while most of us are busy dealing with the snowstorm, I'm sure you. I don't believe that is enough concern for you guys to steer away from your current mission. Um, uh, okay.
Okay.
He sits down and like stops to drink some water that he kind of conjures for himself. Um, all right. With that said,
Uh,
uh,
I would like to buy 150 gold worth of wizarding from you.
sorry,
With the
wizard.
what?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Wizarding.
that's right.
Oh,
Ah,
wizarding.
he,
Okay.
he gives us a small chuckle and says, "Ah, that would be not a problem. Um, yes, all my stores are currently shuttered for the moment, but um,
Oh,
all he'll he'll go down, sit down, and write some sort of script for you, and it says, uh, uh, writes down on some parchment and just gives it to you. Just put your order here, and I will deliver it to my house as soon as possible.
All right, sure.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I have some scrolls for you. Maybe.
Okay.
I love how you guys are
Uh,
doing business with like the CEO instead of like a store clerk.
Wizarding
All the
is
stores
pretty
are
expensive.
closed.
Also, yeah, stores might be closed right now.
Yeah. So you will be given the opportunity to do shopping on this piece
Sure.
of paper and deliver to it.
Okay.
Is there
So-
anything you want in the near future, or do we want to just do that offline? And
Well, I would like to be able to describe sending into my book as soon as possible, but besides that,
okay,
so what are these scrolls?
So I have Fairy Fire, Gust of
Okay, yeah.
Wind, and Fabricate.
I'm gonna quickly go to the washroom, so maybe you have a bit of shopping time.
I'll just add these to my inventory. Fairy Fire, Gust of Wind. Go ahead and keep Fabricate.
You can take Fabricate. You can take Gust of Wind and Fairy Fire.
Yeah. Fairy Fire might be useful.
Yep.
How many languages do each of you guys know?
3.
I know 4.
Yeah. Miles knew
I know.
4. He knew Common, Dwarvish, Giant, and Orc.
Well, I know Abyssal, Draconic, and Infernal.
Okay, well. Maybe someday we'll meet some people who speak those languages. I guess the kobolds did.
Kobold spoke Draconic. The snake people spoke Abyssal, I think.
Abyssal, yeah.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
been sort of useful in case we summon any demons. We can communicate with them.
I think most
Two
demons
languages.
would speak Common anyway, though. But, you know, speak to someone in a language they know, and you'll win their head.
Well, you might have to speak Infernal to summon the devils. I don't know.
That could be possible, yeah. Now I only know 2
I
languages.
love it.
Makes me sad.
I've only known 2 since the start.
Let me guess. Common and Elvish, or like Halfling or something.
Halfling.
Hey.
I mean, I used to know Sylvan until that got magically changed and I jumped in a pool of magic water.
Oh,
And
okay.
got a language. I guess I should introduce what my character is gonna do. My character is not a tank anymore, and we're not a healer anymore.
Okay.
They are a big old DPS machine. They do the big damage. And that's it. Well, I guess
Oh.
I am
Yeah, but
the second best tank after.
it's like a front line, right?
It's a frontliner, so they've
So-
got.
so-
You're like the
this
front.
is-
Yeah,
You're a paladin,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm paladin.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not barbarian?
I was thinking of being barbarian, but in the end I decided on paladin. It was between the two.
Okay.
I don't remember the reasons anymore.
Paladin is pretty good DPS
It's very good.
on long rest.
Really? Is it better than barbarian?
Well, the thing is, I can choose after I hit if I want to smite, and
Okay.
smites are affected by crits, so I can just only use them after I see that I've crit. And that's pretty glorious.
Plus, like, yeah, like Paladin's kit is mostly offensive, like class features wise.
Well, I got Aura of Protection. I've got a bunch of buffs as well, like Aura of Protection, Aura of Courage. So if you're next to
But,
me,
like,
your
it's
saving
either-
throws will be better.
Yeah, so it's like either offensive features or support or like buffs.
So
Yeah,
my
I
battle
might
plan is I'm
multi-class
gonna
with
cast
Barbarian.
haste on myself and see how long I can keep concentration. And once I'm out of concentration, I'm out of
Andy,
a fight.
you can't cast spells while raging. Just FYI.
I'm not barbarian, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
So
okay.
wait, you're gonna multi-class into barbarian?
Yeah. No, I am.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, like next
Interesting.
level.
What do you get with 1 level barbarian?
You get.
Well, you get
Rage.
rage.
Let's see, barbarian level 1. Let's look it up, shall we?
How many rages do you get? You get 2 rages.
You get rage and unarmed or defense.
Okay.
And you get that sweet, sweet D12 hit die.
One level of that. So like 4 HP.
Imagine rolling a 1.
Yeah.
Rage is good though, because it gives you resistance, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Weapons, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you choose to end your rage?
Yes, you can.
Okay, as a bonus action.
So you guys gonna do anything else while Andrew's gone?
You need to buy arrows.
Unfortunately, there's a snowstorm going on, so you can't. Just
Oh,
have
shit. brutal critical with at level 17 has 3 dice.
the
Yep.
brutal critical is not
Like-
from barbarian, is it? I thought it's from half orc.
It is.
It is.
It is.
A half orc lets you roll like a bigger crit range. Brutal critical means you roll extra crit like damage dice.
Hello.
Hey.
Are we talking about half orc trait?
Andy
Barbarians.
said he's considering multi-classing barbarian.
Ooh. That's cool. Oh, right. You guys leveled up last time, right?
Oh yeah, did you guys get any new
That's
spells or
barbarian.
anything?
I have,
Contingency, which... Sorry, go on.
Oh, I have counterspell now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's great. That's so good.
And I have cloud kill.
That's
Wait,
nice.
Which is
Talk
just a
of like
sneak weapon.
fireball, but necro, right?
It's
No,
concentration.
it's an ongoing...
persistent.
It's a cloud
Oh.
that...
It's okay. It's chlorine gas.
Yeah, and it moves away from you, so it's like you can shoot it into an army and watch it just obliterate it.
Mm.
So yeah, chlorine gas.
I've got contingency, which is purely self-defense, and scatter.
You're
which
high
lets
enough
me
level to
rearrange
have
the party.
contingency?
Yeah.
I always thought contingency was like level 7, level 8, level 9 spell.
It's level 6.
Well, that's pretty damn
Unfortunately, I'm too poor to cast it.
good. That's great.
Right. Money is now important all of a sudden.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like, I already need to... Like, I'm spending basically the last of my gold to scribe these 2 spells. Sending
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Fairy Fire.
I'll keep in mind that you need the statue. Usually, I try to just give people magic items rather than gold, but
Well, we could probably try to pawn some of our magic items. There's a bunch that we don't use anymore.
I'm trying to test out for crit, but I have to roll a crit to see if it works. There we go. Alright,
What does that mean?
okay.
10 damage? Wait, how do I read this? 17 damage?
7, 6, 10.
yeah. So the damage is 17, and the crit damage. Sorry, the damage is 13. The crit damage is 17.
Oh,
So
it's
you deal
30.
30 damage
Okay.
overall.
And then you add smite on top of that, and it's just delicious.
Yes.
Nice.
Mhm.
How many attacks do you get? 2 or 3?
I have 3 attacks per turn because of Polar Master, but the third one isn't a regular attack.
Oh, Polar Master. Do you also have Sentinel?
I do not, because I thought that'd be too cheesy. And Andrew
Okay.
wouldn't like it. So I just went Polar Master, because I like pole arms.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Polar Master
That's
Sentinel,
Polar Master
also
Sentinel
known
thing
as
is
how
because,
to...
like,
Go on.
sorry, it's like a reach thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polar Master lets you do an opportunity attack when they move into range.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sentinel lets you freeze them, like
With opportunity attacks.
drop them dead.
So if you
Right.
combine the
And-
two, they move towards you and then they get stopped. And they can't reach
Right.
you.
But it's only once per turn, right? Like, what you only have one reaction.
Right. It takes your reaction.
Yeah.
so it's not like foolproof.
Mhm.
Okay. So where can I find arrows in this snowstorm?
You should have asked the dude while he was still here, or you could ask Flavius. Ask your teammates if
Well,
they
I
have
think he's
any.
still here, right?
Is he? I thought he left.
No, because we have to write the list, right?
He's still, but like this is stuff we want to buy from him, right? Like he doesn't sell non-magical arrows, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure he knows a contact.
Does he have a belt of whatever?
Giant strength.
Man strength.
Yeah, yeah.
You could also use the paint or fabricate to get arrows, Kenneth.
Let's see.
Oh
I
yeah,
I
that's
have.
true.
I think we have some jewelry that we can sell.
Are we going to buy
Mhm.
stuff now, or are we stopping the snowstorm first?
Oh, yes. Sorry, yeah. Just give me a list afterwards, and we can backfill the time if you wanted some time to fill in things. But for the time being,
Yeah, so I would like to, so I would immediately like 200 gold's worth of wizard ink.
sure.
Okay.
And then for the time being, though, you guys are kind of you're sort of left to your own devices within this building. Wakanga Tommy continues to converse for a bit. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But after a moment of chatting, he will return to meet with the other merchant princes once again.
Okay. Also, would my harbor contact be in city?
Your harbor contact, would he be in the city? Um, I kind of intended Wakanga Tomo to be your harbor contact.
Well, no, the whole idea was that I was spying on Wukong. I was initially spying on Otamu for the harbors.
Right. Okay. In case, yes, because um, yeah, we'll say that he is available.
Okay. I'll go chase him down.
Okay.
And it doesn't need to be a long conversation, but like basically, tell the red wizards have a lich in Omu. Pass this along to like literally the most senior figure you can. Just keep passing this up the chain.
Yeah. There's not one lich, but two liches on this island.
Yeah.
We're fucked. Yep. Yep, for sure, for sure. I think, so you realize that Captain Ostelistan, he, he might have passed that information along as well, but we'll see if anything comes from it.
Right. Yeah. Also, that's the other thing I wanted to pass along. There was a Harper agent in the Red Wizard camp who's now been compromised.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he may need help. We'll find out what befell him next time on Dragon Ball Z. He was also put under the effect of the DS spell.
Yeah. Like as far as we know, he's no longer reliable.
Mm-hmm. But he did deliver you a message right before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll actually make a copy of that and give it to the Harbor contact, saying pass this as high up the chain as you can.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it details the fact that he uncovered that Valindra's phylactery seems to have been stolen by a server.
Yeah. So this is like a copy of the letter I'm making.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good to pass along. So, so that would happen after you all step out and
Yeah. Like
you all step out. Fabius excuses himself for a moment to I guess what reason would you give? Would you be upfront or?
No, it'd be like also I need to do some of my own shopping.
Okay, yeah. So you excuse yourself for a moment. The rest of you guys,
And sorry, I'd
what
like
would
leave
you?
I'd leave the order there for somebody else to deliver.
Yeah. The order.
For Wizard Ink and
Oh,
whatever else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. There. Anything else? What would the rest of you guys do? Would you head straight towards the boar head in, or would you want to? Would you have other plans you wanted to do first?
We can go to the Boarhead Inn.
Okay. Kill it. Kenneth, Andy, any thoughts?
Well, Kenneth wanted to buy arrows.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
just need
sorry.
any shot
Could
heal
somebody-
is
Actually, yeah, never mind.
If you want to buy arrows, do you want to buy special arrows or just regular arrows? Kenneth?
I probably don't have enough money for special arrows.
I don't know what special arrows would exist.
Me
Plus
neither.
one ammunition.
Maybe.
All I really need
Well,
is
wait. So what's the point of having +1 ammo if your bow is +1?
Maybe it becomes +2 if they combine. I don't know.
Wait.
Uh,
Wait. Actually, what? Wait. So does a +1 bow actually do anything, or does it have to be magic ammo?
I don't know.
I think magic weapon and magic ammunition do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
like they're both just
But doesn't
additive.
usually Eldritch blast anything, anyways? So like, I don't know.
It feels so weird to have both magic ammo and magic weapons.
Either way, I really just need. I just need arrows. So regular arrows, it's fine, really.
Okay, yeah. So that's not a problem. Honestly, as you guys are leaving the city hall area, oh wait, there's no shops around. That will be a slightly difficult actually, but you can put in the request with a Kangatame, and you will be able to find some. Or if you want, you can take this time now to scour around a little bit.
Well, nah, I might as well just put down a request for it. It's no rush.
Okay.
Okay.
The rest of you guys go to the Boar's Head Inn. Upon entering the building, you come across a very rowdy scene. It seems like this building is extremely well heated, both through a fire that you can clearly see. You can clearly see despite the gaggle, the large crowd, as well as the fact that there's just a lot of people in the room. So it is well heated through their bodies. It's filled beyond capacity, and people are just kind of like. There's a mix of people sitting down and having a drink, and other people just kind of like sitting down and chatting. But yeah, seems like it's a good day for business for anyone, for any restaurant or housing
Anyone
establishment.
who has a building you can go in.
Yeah. Um, upon entering this building, you look around and you check to see what you look for. Someone matching the description that Wakanga Tama gave you. He mentioned it was a female knight of sorts in armor, but not too much more to go off of. However, having metal armor is uncommon here, and it doesn't take long before you find someone that matches that description. Aaron, what would you be doing?
Probably just hanging out, talking to people in the bar or in the restaurant,
Okay.
watching the
Yeah.
snow, being like, "What the fuck did I get myself into? Why is there snow? I don't understand. I was told this was a tropical paradise.
Yeah.
I'm so
Um,
confused. Did I go to the wrong place?"
mhm.
Well, I mean, if they're related to Miles, we can assume that their stealth isn't very good, so.
No.
Fine.
Abigail is wearing a full plate that's blue instead of the typical silver that Miles had. It's like
Mhm.
almost painted, basically blue. It's
Right.
got the same holy symbol that Miles had on his chest is on her chest, a symbol of Helm. It's a palm with an eye in the middle, like a handprint.
Not
Uh,
this
But
one.
She does not have a shield on her. She probably doesn't have her weapon on her either, because she's just hanging out of a restaurant. I don't even know why she's in her armor, now that I think about it. Oh well. Maybe she just arrived.
Okay.
It's cold.
And she doesn't know about Miles, right? Like what happened to him, or does she know? I don't
Not
I guess
Not
not.
yet.
We're the only
Okay.
ones who know.
know. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, the three of you.
Also, she looks nothing like
up-
Miles because she's green skin and has tusks.
Uh,
I should have mentioned that sooner. So I don't know if you're going to assume she's Miles' daughter or not.
stepsister.
Maybe you don't see that from when you saw her across the room,
Well,
but you realize, wait, this is
this is an
It's
orc.
Fiona from Shrek.
all right. Yeah. So introductions are in order. The three people seem to walk up to you, and you take notice of that. Who speaks up first?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep beating it as I look at him. What do they
I
look
guess-
like?
I'll approach and say, "Hey,
One of those wearing a cage.
yes, the guy with the cage walks up.
Weird one talking to a
Alright.
weird one.
I think I know who this
hey.
person is.
I once I've seen that symbol before on your armor.
Yeah. I've heard of that cage before. You must be Mikalash. My father told me about you.
Oh, so my deeds are well known across the land.
Well, you did help him out in the Sunless Citadel. I remember that. And you guys have
So
been
then
training
you're-
together recently.
Your father must have been Miles then.
Yes!
Oh,
I am Abigail Douglas. His firstborn.
well, we are his adventurer companions.
So is he in the city?
Regrettably, he is not.
Oh. Where is he then? I would love to speak to him. Mikalash, where is he?
See, our last adventure, in our last adventure, he unfortunately was taken by the enemy and fell to their attacks.
Oh.
I play that like sad violin like viola.
Where did
Just
you
right there in public.
Where did you bury him? Why didn't you revive him? I heard that he had prepared several diamonds on him in case of this sort of thing happening.
Oh well, like he got captured, so
And you didn't retrieve him?
There's a weird curse around these lands that you might not have heard of.
And what does this curse
So that
have
was
to
a
do
curse,
with
right?
this? Speak
That
up,
was a curse, right?
Bard. You must be, what was your name? I don't know who you are, but you're Mikalash, and you're Kalit, right? Who's this person? Oh, this must be Link!
And
yes.
Yes?
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
No.
who are you? My
Yeah.
name is
So
Abigail.
right now, like, okay, well, my name is Druas, and yeah, right now we're just like regrouping and we're preparing to go back.
Alright. And after after you guys, I'll come with you, and after we get his body, we can revive him here at a temple.
Well, we can definitely try. Will you come with us to avenge your father's killer?
Absolutely. I'll take an oath of vengeance to fell all who harmed him.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll fill you in on the details then. Your enemy is the organization of the Red Wizards, led by, or I don't know if it's led by them, but they have a lich in their ranks.
A lich.
Valindra is a lich, and
That's...
they are in the city of Omu.
Don't tell me he was killed by an
Um,
undead. I expected better.
I mean, witches aren't undead,
Uh,
Oh, actually, he fell. So
He fell.
I think he was
fell.
he was executed by I think just the common. He was just executed by some random soldiers.
Guy.
Barbarian guy, yeah.
It's unforgivable. Are we setting off or right away then? Or how would you plan to travel through the storm?
Are you prepared already for such an expedition?
No, believe it or not, I was not prepared for such snowfall. In all
Yeah.
of the messages I received from my father, none of them mentioned this kind of climate.
Oh, well, this climate is out of season.
yeah, yeah. Don't
very
worry, like when we
unusual.
go to Omu, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like this.
Yeah.
So why is it snowing?
Well, we're trying to figure it out right now.
Alright.
I think some giants lost an item, but it doesn't concern us really.
I'll travel you until I avenge my father and bring him back.
Okay. But I guess you should also know about the curse, which is part of what we're doing. There's a curse affecting resurrection on this island, and it's linked to uh, the tomb, which is in Olmu, and we've been gathering keystones to gain access to this tomb, and I think we have them all now.
When you say affecting resurrection, what do
I
you
believe
mean?
it blocks the soul from returning. So, you probably want to do something about that as well, right?
Uh, yes, if this is preventing my father from coming back, then this person is also an enemy of my father. Whoever is enacting this curse.
Or your father was very much against this person.
All right, and he is my enemy as well. Who is our enemy? Who is doing this? You said something about a tomb.
I don't. I'm not really sure, but I think there's a lich inside.
All right. Well,
So
one lich and one lich. It won't make much of a difference if it's one or two. All right.
Side question: what do you think about hags?
They're terrifying creatures from children's tales, and sometimes
Well-
they do terrible things. I don't think I've met a
Well, I
single
think-
hag in my life.
Well, I think it might be good to know that we may run into a hag. Seems likely.
What kind of hag?
They are night hags, meta-wise.
I know. I'm
Night
just.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. But I don't
well,
know.
they make you dream, have nightmares.
All right, night hag.
They flee as soon as you get close to them.
Ah, coward
Very
hags.
obnoxious. Very obnoxious.
All right, we can deal with those. So I was gonna ask for more introductions, but you already all introduced each other. What do you guys
Oh,
look
we
like?
have one other guy. He's.
What do your characters look like besides the cage? It's been so long. Has anyone mentioned what
Um,
they look like?
Well,
I don't know.
Wait,
I look like
You don't know what you look like. Okay.
I'm wearing scholarly clothes with a cage on my head.
Abigail wouldn't have met Flavius yet, but Flavius does his best to look as generic and nondescript as possible,
Yeah.
deliberately.
We have another teammate. Uh, um, he's a wizard. He looks like a very generic, nondescript wizard. So think any wizard you like.
Yeah. So we have another guy with us. He is the wizard. We'll introduce you later.
Excellent.
Um,
so should we solve the snowstorm mystery first and then go?
I guess.
I think we don't really
Yeah.
care about the snowstorm.
Oh,
I mean,
Well,
the snowstorm's
I guess.
shutting down the city, which is harming your benefactor, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like one of these clearly takes priority over the other.
Abigail only cares about
Oh.
getting her dad back.
Pendant. Yeah. So how are we getting back to Omu? Teleportation circle?
Probably, right.
Usually how we're getting anywhere
Is,
nowadays.
is that wise? Because can't they just camp the teleportation circle?
Well, wait. Wait, was there even a teleportation circle in
There
Oman?
was one in the
There was
palace.
one in the snake part, I think.
Yeah.
Mm,
So assuming they've found it, then yes, they could. We'd be in for a problem when we got back.
right. How did we get there before?
We flew there once, and then I think the second time we teleported in. I don't recall.
you flew in there twice, but after the second time you flew in, you did find the teleportation circle in the snake place.
Okay, so we've actually never used that teleportation circle, so maybe they wouldn't expect us to use it.
I think it's worth a try. The Red Wizards have mostly stuck to their quarter of the city, right?
Yeah, and we did mess them up a bit last time we fought them.
Yeah.
I don't think they would be stronger than before and better able to challenge the snake people than before.
Mm, wait, where did this snow stuff come from anyways? I don't remember.
So the giants were
the
chasing
giant
a
ring.
ring, and someone stole the ring, and the ring basically makes a snowstorm centered on the person wearing the ring at all times, and it makes them immune to the cold.
Right. But how do we even know about this ring and these giants in the first place?
We met
Why
the
did
giants
we...
in person.
We met the giants, and they were complaining that they lost their ring.
Oh, is that it?
We wooed them over with music and alcohol, I think.
From
Yes.
it was a pillow coin.
Yeah. And we've helped them a few times because Miles has sent them sending whenever we saw the snowstorm and telling them, hey, it's on this part of the island right now.
Yeah, I think they gave you like the hide of a werebore, and I didn't realize how big werebores are. So it took a lot of, it was a lot of effort for you guys to bring it back.
It was, but it gave birth to Polyswine, which was great.
Oh, we don't remember. It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna teleportation circle in. So I guess just take the rest of the day to prepare, and tomorrow we'll go.
Could I have some info about Omu? What is this place like? Who are we meeting here?
Oh, I guess who has the map? Pull out the map.
Flavius does, but I would say Flavius, I don't know how long. I don't think your detour will be too long,
Probably
so
not.
maybe
So a detour there, and
maybe
then
15 minutes later. Yeah.
well, and then
So
go
I guess
pick.
we can prepare. We can
Yeah.
meet up at night and then go over like plans and stuff.
Yeah. You guys agreed to meet back at Wakanga Tama's place.
I don't know where that
Sure.
is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Flavius would have wanted
Please,
to get
please come and
these
pick me up
builds.
and bring me there. I don't know the city at all, and everything's covered in snow. I hate it here.
how did you get here?
I took a
Yeah,
boat,
how did you get here?
Oh,
big
okay.
old ship.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Did you fight any pirates?
just follow us and
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm also going to visit the person I commissioned the item from.
Yes, yes, the Traveler's Any tool.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it done?
Let me think. So the storefront is closed, but you see there's lights in the room, so there's someone inside.
Sure, I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, you knock on the door and you see the same person come out. It's like, what, do you need something?
Yes, I commissioned an any tool from you some time ago.
He looks at you side to side and says, yes. I believe I do indeed have that ready. Please come in, get out of the cold.
Okay.
You step in and he closes the door, slams the door behind you, it's like, to keep the wind out. Um, where is it? He has his rather than a fireplace, he actually has like a little kiln kind of running, and rather than having the door closed, he just kind of leaves the door open. Um, or not a kiln, but like like a little smeltery thing. Um, he was clearly working. There it is. He goes back from the back and brings it out. Now I forget. Did you pay me up front? My memory
I don't
is
remember either.
not. Assuming since you're now penniless right now, I'm
Yeah.
assuming you did.
Mhm.
Um, well, yes. Let me pull up my notes. My wife saw it normally handle all that now, but she's down with a cold, you see. Um, he opens up a notebook and flips through back like several pages, and he says, yes, here you are. Flavius, was it?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes, it does seem like you did provide the lump sum of what, like 1,000, 2,000? What was it?
Sure. I don't forget.
Yeah, at the start. So thank you for your patronage. And he hands you the sack.
Okay.
Um,
Um.
I actually don't have a good description of what Traveler Any tool looks like.
I'm guessing it's like
In fact,
a large Swiss Army knife like looking thing.
the implement at first seems nothing but a 12-inch iron bar lined with small plates and spikes that can be folded, twisted, hinged, bent to form on any known tool. Um, blah blah blah.
Right. So what I, so, uh, I think you described it as an apron because what I wanted was something to make me proficient with all types of tools.
Right. Okay, wait, so was that actually an any tool, or what was it
I,
again?
I think it was an apron.
Okay, yes. We can go through the details as to how it looks and what exactly
Sure.
it does, because I forget now. But I do remember that point of like it should make you proficient with a tool that it generates or something.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it just like an apron of proficiency, or was it
Yeah. Well, because I
like an actual
went
tool?
ahead and bought a whole bunch of non-magical tools.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it was just an apron of proficiency, wasn't it?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So you just need to wear that, and um, the tools that you pull from the belt and on from the apron you will be proficient in. Apron of proficiency.
Strange how that works.
Yep.
Well, it's not like an apron, right? It's like the
Like a shop apron.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
like a
like you're
shop
crafting. Yeah.
yeah.
Now it's one of those
Yes.
lingerie aprons he got off the internet.
It's like French maid cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Yes. Well, thank you for bearing the cold for to do business. Please, do you want to stay for a cup of soup?
Uh, I'm good, thank you.
Alright. Well, good tidings to you, and best of luck on your adventures.
Okay. And now another question. If I were to craft an item myself, how much would that reduce the cost by?
Ah,
Or
do you just need access to the
no,
equipment?
this is out of character as the DM.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like if I were to craft one of these
Uh,
spell components myself, how much would it reduce the cost by?
well, so it says that it has to be valued at 1,500, right? So I don't know if crafting it yourself makes any difference.
I think I think you have to use the formula for like if you were going crafting and sell them, like for this case.
In Pathfinder, you can craft like potions and stuff. You craft them at half price to what you would buy them for.
Right. So those are magic items, but like when a spell component says you need something that's worth 1,500, um, I guess does that mean that you just have to buy 1,500 worth of gems, or can you like do it yourself?
It's like that comic where someone gets a
Uh,
deal
I
on
think
the
it would
gem.
have to be worth that much, as in like a regular person would buy that from you for that much, and it would be like a fair trade.
Hmm.
Like the fair market value has to be that much. So you have to be really good at crafting to actually make something like
If you get it on sale, it's less potent than magic.
that. That's true.
Okay. Do we think we can take a day's worth of just prep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Discuss this in Wakanga Thomas place.
Yeah. So like this is after we reconvene, because I have spells to scribe, other spells to cast, and then spells to unprepare after I've cast them.
Alright, well, after I've met the wizard, I would likely show him my
Sure.
my ring and ask him if he has
Okay.
any suggestions for it. It is a spell storing ring.
Spell strong. Okay.
Currently
Let me
in it,
see.
I have Misty Step ×2 and Shield of Faith.
Hey kid, how do you want a cloud kill?
Shield might be useful.
Dude, Cloud Kill combined with the Cube of Force, air cannot escape.
This is called the suicide chamber.
A gas chamber.
Yeah, it does have to be centered on me, doesn't it?
Yeah. It has to be
Well,
centered
it's
on
not
You
really
need to
centered
make
on you, but
yourself
there's not
immune
much
to poison
room in the
somehow.
cage.
Yeah, I mean, you could always take shield. And I briefly explain what it does.
I would love that so much.
Alright.
I will discharge, what's spell level? I don't remember any of these new spells.
Misty Step is 2.
Shield
Shield
of
Faith is one, shield is one.
Yeah.
I'll get rid. What level is shield? One.
One.
I'll get rid of Shield of Faith and replace it with Shield.
Okay.
And
You can also get a.
I'll get rid of Mist. Wait, how many times can you cast it for me? Because I'll take 3 of them if you.
Yeah. Okay. So
yes, I can
yeah,
also give you.
I can do that. Okay.
You
or
want to absorb
maybe you
elements?
I don't know what that does, so no.
It's as a reaction, take half damage from an elemental attack.
Well, Shield can just prevent damage, right?
Well, fireball, right? How do you shield fireball?
I don't.
It's mainly like this is the anti-fireball spell. But if you get fireball and you cast this, you take half damage.
That would be good, but I would rather have more opportunities to avoid damage completely if I'm going to be using haste in fights and actually want to last.
Okay.
This is going to go so poorly. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
I feel bad for the
I assume you don't have Warcaster
No. I do not.
or proficiency in concentration.
No. But I have +6 con saves.
Okay.
So Andrew, I'm gonna go ahead and add sending and fairy fire to my spellbook.
Sounds good. Yeah.
How much do is there a price list for items? I couldn't find it in the pins.
For mundane items?
Yeah.
I was actually
Or-
looking that up earlier because I still have to spend my 1,000 gold on this character, but yes, you can just Google mundane items 5e.
What about magic items?
Magic items also.
No, not for magic items, no. Well, there's like lists that people have made, but nothing definitive.
Hmm.
I just typically I would just send it to the DM and say how much do you want to charge for this.
Yeah. Okay. Now, aside from Abigail, because I don't want to spend money on her when we've just met her, can anyone spot me like 5,000 to 1,000 gold worth of gems?
Actually,
Wait,
there's
did
two.
you say 500 to 1,000?
There actually is
Okay.
someone in the party that had that much money in gems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
but I
Is a pearl a gem?
probably.
Well, I got a pearl from Vintify.
I think Kayla
It's
has
worth
a ton of
100, I
gems, doesn't
think.
he? Oh, Miles has 400 of diamond and 200 of powdered silver.
And did we leave it on the body?
Yes, you.
I have
Actually,
3
no.
gold bracers that we stole from something.
Oh,
Maybe we can pawn that.
Yeah. Do you guys have any of my father's belongings at all? I guess not, because you left his body.
We had his bag, right?
Gold and
Maybe it was big.
May I have it?
I guess.
I suppose.
I don't know who has the bag right now, but we'll get it to
Yeah.
you.
I think Kayla has.
So I guess. I don't know.
Feel
Well,
free to
we have-
rob it, Caleb, before you give it to her.
What?
If you want, I can list everything that would be in it.
Nah, you can remember it. Here, whatever. Just take the bag.
Awesome. I take the bag.
I
You just
presume I
just
took it in
gave
the-
her via keystones, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So in a private room, we can like take those out and explain what they do.
One thing she's gonna do is she's gonna cast Detect Good and Evil. Are any of you guys evil or good?
Well, none of us are
Well,
apparitions.
you detect aberrations
They- oh,
left.
not
Are any of you guys
Being done, but-
celestials or any of those things?
No.
No.
All right. Also,
You get no respect.
I have a steed.
Nice.
Whoa. What's that? I have find greater steed.
Yes, you can find like a griffin. I can find a horse.
Okay, about. So that means about those gems. Yes, I guess I do have gems.
Okay. So Andrew, how much gems would I need in order, like, how much raw material would I need to make this spell item?
So let's say you can buy raw. Okay, we usually pricing like you can buy raw gemstones and you can convert it into polished and like actual cut gemstones. And we'll say that reduces the price in half.
Okay. In half. And right now I have a grand total of 42
How much
gold.
do you need? Yikes.
Yeah.
So Andrew, we picked up 3 gold bracers from something. You just make up a value for that.
Sure. You can probably 3 gold. Sorry, bracers.
Bracers, yeah. I think it was looted from some enemy.
Yeah. We'll say so maybe 3 gold sets of bracers. You can easily sell it for just the raw material cost, and the raw material would probably net you 300 golds, so 100 gold each. But if you want to try to find a collector who would want to keep it as a bracer, you can probably easily double or triple the value.
Whoa.
But so let's see how well you are at selling it. So you were at this busy tavern. They might not be the best sort of people to find a collector to buy it. But you might try your luck elsewhere in the town. I guess is that what you would do on your day off? I guess just trying to sell some of the random crap.
Um,
How much time do you want to invest in this? I guess, Mikolash. in-game time.
Well, I don't know. I don't really have anything I want to buy. I just like this is how
extra.
much does Slavius need?
Huh. Well, so to cut the price in half, I would need 750 gold worth of ivory and gems, right?
Right. Raw material. Yeah.
Yeah.
150.
And right now I have 42 gold.
So
Hmm,
So,
So I'm a little broke.
Yeah, I think we're
Right.
all broke.
I got 600 gold
Yeah, I have like
and
500.
three bracers.
I have 900 gold in gems.
Yeah, I remember
It cost-
you and Eddie made a trade at some point, and Eddie's like, "I'll just give you all of these gems," and then we got on price like a session later, and it was like, "Oh yeah, this is like thousands worth of gems." We were like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. Wait,
I-
so we actually have gems then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm using them to fuel my teleportation circle because it takes 50 GP worth of stuff.
Huh.
But I mean, yeah, I got some to spare.
Okay. Sure. I guess, and I guess we can just kind of
Oh, maybe I'll
buy 42 gold worth of ivory, and that's probably enough. How
maybe I'll
much does
get some
ivory cost?
potions. 2 potions are
Yeah,
pretty good.
42 gold worth of ivory is probably fine. It's mainly the gems, I think, which is the bulk of that price.
Okay. Do you mind if I steal some gems, Kenneth?
No, not at all. So how much
Alright.
exactly do you need?
I guess we'll call it 700.
700 gold worth.
700-ish, yeah. And I guess I get 8 gold from somewhere. Somebody spot me 8 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spot you 8 gold.
Okay.
700. Alright.
And I will delete all of that from my inventory. And so do you guys think we can have a day off?
Yeah.
Like full
Oh.
rest cycle? Because if we can't have a full rest cycle, none of this matters.
Oh.
Well, yeah. You guys did just get back from an adventure, so I think most of you, except for Abigail, would appreciate it. But
Abigail's gonna go into her room and think about how her dad is dead, and she has to tell her mom. You have ascending stones. Oh no!
Oh no.
How am I gonna tell mom? Fuck.
We should have just told. We should have just said that Miles got captured, and then like.
And then she would have been fucking so furious when you guys found the body. She still thinks that he can be revived too.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. He's dead, Jim. Yeah, I mean, we aren't in that much of a rush, right? We can take a day.
I mean, if we want to take even longer break, we can also deal with the snowstorm.
Wow.
Those side quests.
Yeah.
These prices are
Very high.
the staff of fire cost 16,000.
Ooh, so we can make some serious bank.
yeah. The prices are, I think, just like a guideline of how
I'm
powerful
a bit confused about how the economy of like the D&D world works.
Yeah, it is very confusing.
Okay.
How much is a belt of giant strength?
It's actually probably really expensive, to be honest, even though it's not quite rare.
Yeah.
Belt of giant strength. Okay. Why are there 4
probably
different types?
Depends on the type of giant.
Yeah, because they're each different strengths. So one's 19, one's 20, one's 21, one's 22.
Okay. Well, if you did a hill one, it would be a 4,000, I guess, according to this table, which doesn't sound crazy to me.
That's
Like
not
3,000.
bad.
Like just to jump your strength up from anything to
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it 21 for Hill Giant? I thought it'd be 19.
No,
21
you're
giant.
thinking
I think
of Gauntlet of Ogre Strength.
Oh.
Or
I
something.
think that's kind of crazy, but whatever. I can go from 8 strength to 21 strength.
Yeah. Those items that set your stat to a specific number seems like
I don't think it's that well designed.
Mhm.
Well,
Since like let's say the party gets you just find like a belt of hill giant strength, then you would probably like you have the most benefit giving it to the person with the lowest strength, which seems like really ridiculously unfair.
Well, the person would also need to have like a use for strength, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
And that's why I wanted to like multi-class as barbarian.
Um. Yeah. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I did mention at the start today, Andy. Like, I like the idea of. Well, I don't know. We can rethink the magic item you have because I think when you were creating your character, I didn't have clear guidelines as to like how to go about creating a character in terms of items and stuff. But we can revisit that. Um, uh, but you guys can spend this off day preparing as you wish. Um, Richard, you can scrounge up the resources to give yourself a what was it? A covenant? What is it called?
Contingency
A
spell.
contingency spell. So you can
Okay.
describe it.
700
Shopping
PP,
can happen and
poison
everything
gems.
happen. I don't have too much else planned for today,
Okay.
so we might just call it an hour early today.
All right.
But
So
anything
in
else
that
you got?
case,
Should
which might contingency be?
should my oath to Helm force me to help these people who are stuck in a snowstorm? I wonder.
Actually, if we have a day with nothing happening and I don't really want to shop, I can look for the ring.
Yeah,
I
we
think
should do
looking
that.
for a ring is going to be more than a one-day affair. You have to basically go out in the blizzard and hope you're going in the right direction.
Uh, maybe.
Yeah. If you want to learn more about the thing, so you do converse with Wakanga Tamu after he returns back to his mansion, and you discuss about it. He tells you a little bit more about it. Um, he went to the he went to Zen he went with Zen 3 to check out some of the tomes that she had in her collection, and it describes more of the legend and mythos around the Snow Queen. Um, and it does make mention of a ring, although it doesn't really detail the powers of it, just that it is a symbol of her, or it's a relic of her that she handed to the men of Icewind Dale. So it's more of like in the story, it's more of a symbolic item than anything of specific powers. As for what you were curious about as to the origins, Wakanda Tommy mentioned that he had his familiars. He had a familiar of his try to fly up and go above the clouds, and that they had reported back that it seems like this snowstorm is covering a good quarter of the island at this point. It seems to be still centered at Mirzo, though perhaps maybe it moved a little bit more inland since you guys encountered it. Oops, I just put you guys on the super map. So, something like that.
Holy shit!
So it seems like
This might be a big problem soon.
Soon?
Wish
Yeah,
the
so
wish the Giants best of luck.
yeah. So whatever's happening at Mirzo or at the source of this snowstorm, it seems to the influence of it is spreading. Um,
This is turning
Unfortunately, you
into
don't
a
know what happens.
disaster movie.
This is a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
Seems like plot
Uh,
quest number 2 at this point.
hmm.
It's gonna engulf the whole island.
Is the Red Wizards a mercenary band?
The Red Wizards are a cult. They don't. They're not under any employ of any.
They cannot be hired?
The they No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'd have to look into how their faction operates. The Flaming Fists are mercenaries.
Alright, so I'm a mercenary veteran, so maybe I can help us with some information about them at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I forget who's the one who spoke to the giants in the first place.
Me,
Right.
Miles?
Okay. It was Miles. Right. Okay.
because I was the
So,
one who spoke giant.
right.
Abigail does not speak giant. She speaks common and orc, and that's it. But she
Right.
is proficient in vehicles of land. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So, well, hopefully, with the direction of Miles, the ice giants can deal with the situation before it gets worse. But it is a growing
We
problem.
might want to sort that out before we go to the tomb.
Yeah.
I quest.
Okay. So is that something that would happen on Flavius's day off?
No, it would happen after.
Okay. Okay.
We aren't going in the
Do tell
snowstorm
me
without you.
what you guys decide to do, though, so I can prepare.
Personally, I vote we
you
do
guys-
snowstorms, so we're not going for like the fifth or third attempt in a row of dealing with Valindra.
Uh-huh.
A suicide?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it could be a detour. If you so wish to take up on helping out with this mission, Wakanga
Get some
Tamu would
extra
say
XP.
that if you guys are offering, we would like to see if we can get someone to Murzo and try to understand what's happening at the middle of this storm.
Is there a teleportation circle in Mirzo?
As a matter of fact, he does know it. He does know of one.
Does he know the runes so that we can get there?
He does. He can teleport you guys there.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I don't have to teleport us there.
No, Abigail's not gonna
so-
like vote for a party because what you guys want to do is what you want to do. She doesn't really think she has a say, so you guys vote. What you guys think is best.
I mean, we're not in like actual super rush to just go die again, right? Like, we can probably side quest leveling montage. I don't know.
We're
Get
gonna be
some-
like 4 levels over the actual tomb's difficulty before we enter.
Pardon me?
I wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
Anything to fight Valindra, in my opinion.
Yeah. I was intending to set this up as a like, oh, this is a teaser for what the story will be after you guys do the tomb. But I'm excited if you want to try out this like prologue fight.
When you start the next area without finishing the previous area, and everything is just like 20 levels above you.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it kind of felt like when we were getting Word of Death.
Huh.
It was like, wait a second,
Joe.
did we take a wrong turn?
Wait a second. And imagine Abigail showing up and she hasn't done any adventures yet. And the first encounter is just like, it's just like word of death.
Hey,
yeah,
Abigail's the only one in the party who can survive a Word of Death right now because I have over 100 HP.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Howard.
No, I'm just imagining like this is like a video game RPG. Like you guys came back to town. There's like a new character joins your party. Abigail's like 3 levels higher. It's like, oh shit, I'm under leveled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was like, oh okay.
Um,
I guess I'll have to go back and grind a bit since the new
So,
character that joined your party.
Flavius
is
can
over
also gather some more information on the day off.
Sure.
I'll say the contingency is, let's say, the contingency is a greater invisibility spell. When he makes a certain when he says a certain word, whether or not like it's actually audible.
there. Very specific, which sounds good.
Yeah, just like when he makes a specific like word shape with his mouth.
And
Okay.
who is this specific person?
Hmm?
So when you make a
No, like-
specific noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I say a specific word, whether or not it's actually audible.
Like,
So you
And
mount
it's a greater invisibility on myself.
Man.
Choose a spell at 5th level lower you can cast. Casting time 1 action that targets yourself. Cast a spell called contingent spells. And it has 10 days. So for the next 10 days, this contingency spell will stay on you.
Yeah.
And the component is not consumed, right? It's still statuette.
Yeah. It
So,
and if the component is ever not on my person.
okay. You can only use one contingency spell at a time. Okay. That's
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And I can do some more info gathering. So if we want scrying or contact other plane
oh yeah, I should
or
probably
fabricate.
I should probably tell you what my skills are.
Okay.
I am immune to disease. I keep people from being scared. It's hard to do a lot of damage to me at once. And you can't find me with divination magic.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean by not take a lot of damage at once?
Abigail is immune to critical hits.
Oh. Well, that barbarian's gonna hit you 3 times regularly with massive numbers.
Yeah, but I'll hit him 3 times regularly with massive numbers.
So it evens out.
Yeah.
Well,
Sources.
I have lower AC than Miles did by 2. Two whole AC lower.
oof.
Which is pretty significant.
Yeah, but I still have the highest in my party, don't I? Druaz has
How
19,
much?
right?
No, I have 21.
Oh, never mind. Druaz has the same as Miles did. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
I have 19 now. Druaz, you're the new tank. Congratulations.
I'm 19 as well.
You have 19 as a sorcerer?
With a shield and half plate.
Oh.
And you can cast shield, right? Or do you not
I can
have
cast
that?
shield.
Yeah, okay. So I think Miklash and Druaz are our best tanks.
Wow.
I have Warcaster as well to try to like keep my darkness up even if I'm getting hit.
Yeah, plus Miklash is like a range tank.
Oh, Druaz.
Yeah.
Druaz.
Range tank is not a great combo though.
Druaz, do you mind concentrating on haste for me if I put haste in your ring? Or would you rather not?
Sure. I mean, I can give you what's it called?
Faster Genius?
No. Like an infusion that.
Oh, Concentration Infusion.
Yeah.
Aren't you using all your infusions right now?
Wait, should we have 2 spell storing rings now, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
do.
we do. Yeah, I have.
Should we just distribute counter spells into like every ring? So when we fight against like Valindra or the Lich, we'll just have like a counter spell war and win.
We should, but my ring's full of good stuff right now. It's got basically it's got things that facilitate me using haste.
So we are taking a.
Yes, we took a day off.
I mean, the ring thing. Smell.
My
we?
vote is for yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm down.
Helm would want
I
us
would
to help
like
these
to-
people.
I would like to gather some more information about Valindra on the day off, though.
Okay.
So first, let's scry on the Barbarian, do you guys think?
Didn't they make it so their base was immune to scrying?
Yes, they did. They did.
Well, he might
Let's
not
see.
sleep in that dome, right? So
So does the map of Omu still work? Like, or is there a dark area where the
well, that spell was cancelled, wasn't
Pulling
it?
up the map.
Oh, they could set it up again, right?
well, I mean, like, I want to know if that map like still, if it counts as divination magic that was prevented by Sanctum.
Yeah. On that map, the building that they are inside does show up as like a blurred or black square.
Right, like
Okay,
a
so
ink blot.
at least
Yeah.
we know that place is. We know that they have a thing set up.
Yeah, but you do see like vague figurines or move shapes that indicate that like that vague that resemble the form of just the soldiers and the tents that are pitched outside. So those still seem to be there.
Do they have nameplates?
Do they have nameplates? Is it like a labeled
Yeah.
map? Would it have been a labeled map? Um, we can, yeah, it wouldn't be labeled, but I think the labels would be more to do with what those areas once used to be.
Okay, but
So you can
so the creatures moving around don't have labels.
They
no.
don't have little gamer tags over their heads as they move.
Huh. Yeah.
Balloon
Okay.
person.
So during the day off, I'd say on the morning,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try like at that specific point in time, I'm gonna try to square on Valindra.
Sounds good. Is there a roll?
Wisdom save. That's not scry, that's
Uh,
a thing. Wisdom save.
Sorry, so Valindra has to make a wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's probably caught unaware, so I'll pretend that she doesn't immediately know it.
And do we have anything from her on it in our possession? One of the keystones. I'll take out one of the keystones that we haven't used before.
Okay. So what's the DC?
I think it's so I have met the target.
Several times.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
First hand familiar. Okay, yes. Possession or garment. So my spell DC +4. Does the keystone count as one of Valendra's possessions?
Um,
She doesn't have any.
Well, the last one we took from her.
sure. We'll say that it's her position.
Okay.
We had it for a couple days.
Yeah, like the last one we got from her. So the DC is 21.
21. Fortunately, Valindra's pretty tough to nail down, but she sucks at rolling dice.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you do actually get to see her.
Okay.
Despite the ink blots on the map, you do see her. She's in a room of sorts. There, one fairly large book is open, and there's various designs and patterns on it. Some of which you recognize to be the tattoos that are engraved on some of the other people's bodies.
Sorry.
So it seems like she's the one. And like nearby that book, there are various inks and liquids in little bottles nearby. Um, she herself is just sitting down and having a drink. How does this work? Does it follow her as she moves?
Uh,
How much do you get to see?
yes, you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. Does it work?
Lewd.
It doesn't work. She's on your plane of existence,
Okay.
and she's not protected by the sanctum spell.
Okay.
Um,
That an invisible sensor that within 10 feet of the target, you can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target remaining within 10 feet of it for the duration.
okay.
Oh, we should check up on Miles and see if like his body is still there.
You Miles at this point is an object.
Oh yeah.
Can you not like move the sensor around?
No, it moves by itself to remain within 10 feet of her.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
And if she has
you
permanent true sight, she can see it.
yeah. So uh, after a moment of you being able to scan the surroundings and her, she seems to be like in a room. Um, uh, yeah, she seems to be what? What would I say? She seems to be in a room. She's having a drink of sorts, and she's kind of like looking vaguely outside the window, but she's not looking right. She's just her eyes are kind of glazed over.
Can I see what's outside the window?
Yeah, you can see what's outside the window. Interestingly enough, you realize that looking outside the window that you are well above ground.
Okay.
It's like there's like a little circle of like earth that this house seems to be on, and then over the edge of this, you can see that you are well above ground. Like you're not in the clouds, but you're still pretty high up. So you're not quite sure. It's like maybe she's off on the edge of a cliff somewhere, or what's going on. But you
Right.
don't get because it's just through a one point of view on a window.
Right.
That's kind of what it looks
Okay.
like.
She might be on the floating island.
Yeah.
Anything else to observe? Yeah. She seems to have several notes, and her eyes seems to be glazed over. She's opening her mouth as if to talk, but she's not actually saying anything. Or
Okay.
there's no one else there to hear her say something.
Very cool
So
and
two
normal.
questions. One,
Yeah, very normal thing.
one, can I read lips? And two, what's the architecture of the room look like?
Sorry?
One, can I read her lips? And two, what's the architecture of the room look like?
Can you read lips? What would that even be?
Like a language proficiency?
Intelligence.
Yeah.
There's a feat for it that lets you read lips
Observant,
perfectly. Yeah.
It also gives you like passive perception and investigation.
The observant feat?
Yeah. I don't have it, so like, should I make some sort of check?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Investigation. Yeah, let's give you an investigation check, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, wow, surprisingly well. Sure. So, you hear her because she's focusing on this. It seems like she hasn't picked up on you yet, but she starts mentioning something about needing reinforcements, and something about like sending them here. She does mention snowy weather or cold weather. So you make out the vague idea of those sort of conversation topics. You don't catch specific words in the conversation, but just those sort of topics come up. After a moment, however, her eye flicks upwards directly towards the sensor, and
Yep.
with some words from her mouth, she destroys it. Or the connection is lost. However, that may come about.
Okay. Did I get an idea of what the architecture of the room looks like?
Yeah, the architecture of the room. Let me pull up a picture of it. Okay, well, it does look like it was carved out of stone or like carved into the side of a cliff or something. So it's not the most like housey affair. It's not like wooden floors. It's a stone floor and stone walls, but everything has been smoothed over a bit, and it seems like there's good furnishing.
Okay. So furnished stone room, and the window is just like a regular sized window?
Yeah. Seems like there's a window looking outwards.
Okay.
I'd have to look for a more appropriate image if you ever go here, but yeah, something like that.
Sure.
The description might not match the battle map, is what I'm saying.
Huh. Okay. Where is the floating island?
It's here.
Okay.
It's one of the first
So it could
things we
be-
saw when we were like actually gonna be exploring the island mode. Like we saw it once
Right.
we came around here, and we just never went to it.
Yeah, and it does seem to move around because I think It wasn't here at the start. I think it was floating above the basin at one point. So at one point it
Okay.
was above the basin.
Does anyone have questions they want to ask a mysterious entity?
Are you talking to God?
Wait, so,
Dad used to do that.
Huh. No,
Like
I'm talking to a planar contact.
a far more cursed god.
Ask them who they are. Get Andrew to do some improv.
Unfortunately, they can only answer with one word answers.
Well, hopefully their name is
I
only
want to
one
know.
word.
I want to know about the relationship between Valindra and Acererak. So, well, what's the best way to phrase this?
What?
Are they hostile to each other, or
One would assume so, right? Because one stole the other's phylactery,
well,
and there's like a whole.
okay. Do we know where Acererak's phylactery is?
No.
We should maybe ask for that. So, is Acererak's phylactery in the tomb?
Right. Okay.
And if
So,
not, which city is it in?
or closest to.
Okay, yeah.
Andrew, I can answer that for you if you don't know.
You mean the Lich's factory, right?
Yeah, SRX. So, okay, first question.
wait, so was Lindra not at Omu?
No.
No, she's probably not.
She's probably up floating around right
No.
now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Or
so
in a
when
cliff
we
face
go,
somewhere.
so when we go, so that means we have to go defeat her and then go back to Omu to get the body.
Well, if we actually want to, like, do that.
Yeah, because that's what Miles wants to do. I mean, Aaron wants to do.
Aaron wants to do the snowstorm. Abigail wants to go save her dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so one is where is Acererak's phylactery roughly?
Is that you're asking the question now?
No, I'm listing them out.
Okay. That's a good thing you're listening at because I too need to research. I think it's mentioned in the book.
What, where
so you
Sarak's
find it
phylactery
out.
is?
Yeah.
I can my knowledge is that literally in the lore no one knows because
well,
like
so yeah,
Go to the greater
I-
beings know.
I need to check the description of the greater being spell. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll print the spell.
What if Acererak himself doesn't even know?
Oh yeah.
He like lost it at some
well
point.
the actual lore spoilers I can go into if you want is basically he's trying to turn one of the planes into his phylactery.
What the?
So like an entire plane is his phylactery. So to destroy him, you'd have to destroy an entire plane.
Ooh,
That sounds like bad news.
that sounds like a bad
He's
news.
basically a god.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Does it make sense to ask any questions that could help us nail down this snowstorm thingy?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, we can ask. Like, I guess whether the ring is in the possession of a creature right now, or if it's just like lying somewhere.
Currently in the possession of a creature that has a purpose for it? Or just in the possession of a creature? An intelligent creature, let's say. Okay, so one about Sararak, one about Chelt. Maybe some more stuff about Valindra.
She was asking for reinforcements from someone. Maybe
Right.
we can find out from whom,
Um,
or maybe the nature of the reinforcements, or something about the organization.
okay, so who is Valindra contacting for reinforcements and
How many questions do you get to ask?
how? 5.
Oh my gosh.
But if he fails, to say if he goes insane.
Which is why I
Yeah.
just rolled points. How many days from now will she receive those reinforcements, if at all? And
It's kind of funny how you can sleep off insanity in the night.
yep, don't worry about it. Uh, one more question.
What else can we ask?
Dun, 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 dun. Anything related to the snow giants, maybe? I don't know. Just tossing the ideas.
Now we'll go in blind. Blind in the snow,
Oh yeah,
unprepared,
where?
without proper equipment. Should we get
Um,
should we try and buy like some rings of cold resist or rent? We could rent magic items like we did with the diving mission.
Or just buy some fur coats, maybe.
yeah, or literally buy some fur.
Like mundane warm clothing, like gloves, scarves. Fur doesn't cost that much.
I
Yeah,
have
but
one more fabricate.
the thing
or
is,
2 of
where there's
those
that
I
much
can
snow, there's bound to be
snag up.
things that do cold damage, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Should I ask where Valindra is?
It's
Where
probably
or
the
where
sure
Valindra was when I
which
was
island
spraying
she
on her?
was on, or where she was.
Yeah, sure. Um, okay, so these are the 5 questions. Ah, there we go. So who is Valindra contacting for reinforcements at whatever time?
Okay, let us go through the questions. Okay, is the Sarax phylactery in the Tomb of Annihilation, or if not, which city is it closest to? And contact a demigod, mysterious entity. When you cast the spell, DC 15.
Oh, A is important for this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So first, answer the first question. Unclear. After
Unclear. Perfect.
Is the ring that causes snowstorms on Chalk currently in the position of an intelligent creature? Yes. Who was
Okay.
contracting for reinforcements?
At the time I was crying on her.
Yeah, Sazaz Tam.
Huh, okay. I assume I've heard of Stats Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Roughly
he's the
how
big boss.
many days from now is she most likely to receive reinforcements, if at all? I'm not limited to a word, am I?
You're not
One word.
exactly limited to a word now. If a one-word answer would be misleading, the DM might offer a short phrase.
Okay. Um, Reinforcements. How long? How long until she gets her reinforcement? How important is this to Sazaz Tom? Pretty important. Um, I would say um, it's not easy to replace those people, and she'd probably have to enchant them. I don't know. A fortnight is 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
Probably longer than 2 weeks. I'd say 3 weeks.
Okay, so like roughly 21.
21. Roughly how many days most of them, if at all? Where was Valindra when I was crying on her? The heart of Uptao.
Heart of Ubtao. Okay.
Those are the 5 questions. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So for the snowstorm, we're going to Mesro.
Mirzo.
Yeah.
Mesro, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me answer these questions in chat. Clear. Ring is okay. And do we just have like free access to Otamu's library?
Yeah, he would let you investigate. You mentioned that you're interested in helping out, and he would let you do your own investigation, but also he would try to share information that he has if you need it.
Okay. Has he heard about something called the Heart of Ubtao?
Yes, of course. There's a island there's a piece of rock on this island. It slowly drifts across it, but the shape of it is vaguely in the shape of a heart, hence the name. It is not clear how it is able to float as it is, but it has garnered quite the legend amongst the native community.
So it's the floating island we've been seeing?
Yes.
Okay, I know where Valindra goes when she leaves Omu.
Ah,
Where'd she
there's,
go?
To that floating island. One moment.
quite interesting news. I mean, if she is, did you tell Wakama Tamu that she's a lich or no?
We... I think so?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do now.
then, I must say that even though she may be alone, she can probably call upon her undead companions at a moment's notice.
Right.
Um,
But like if we wanted to ambush her, we would do it there.
yes, away from her allies, that would be wise. So, okay.
Where's the floating island right now? Still over there.
The island right now is, yeah, it's kind of pretty far south, fairly close to Omi at the moment. But
Mhm.
I think when you guys first arrived, it was actually floating above the basin. It was like right about,
Right. There?
yeah, right about there.
Okay.
So it moves?
It does move.
Yeah.
It drifts
Okay.
over the island. It doesn't, according to. So yeah, that's technically where it's supposed to start out,
Heart
according to
of
the
Ubtao?
yes. But according to Wakana Tamu, it doesn't seem to have a. It doesn't seem to move according to a particular pattern or anything. It just seems to drift. At least.
So it could be... Yeah, so it could be just random, or it could be according to Valindra's
Mm-hmm.
plans.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, there's no specific control mechanism, though I personally have not been atop it.
Right.
Um,
Okay, so after the snowstorm thing is dealt with, we could either go back to Omu and do the tomb, or we could try to ambush Valindra in her house.
mhm.
How do we get there, though?
Oh,
How do we get there?
I have something going on with my arm. I don't know why. I need to do some arm exercise. Ow.
How high up is the heart usually?
I need to. I don't know. I don't have a good sense of scale. How tall is the Eiffel Tower? 2 Eiffel Towers tall? No, sorry. Two step. Wait. Skyscrapers. Burj Khalifa is at a height of 3,000 feet. About that high.
Okay, so it's like building scale. So
Yeah.
a fly spell would get us up there.
Yes.
Yeah, I have fly.
Like it would take several spell slots to get up there, but it's doable.
Hmm.
Wait, can I use my
Um,
greatest speed to fly up there?
It might not even be the Burj Khalifa height. Maybe like 2,000 feet. But yeah, it's reachable with a
Yeah.
flight spell. Yes.
Can I use my greater steed to fly up there?
Oh shit! Amazon canceled its Lord of the Rings MMO. Oh.
Oh,
MMO or a series.
Amazon was made in development of an Lord of the Rings MMO.
Amazon
MMO.
games were kind of a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they didn't even make any games, right?
They made
Like have they published the game yet?
Crucible, which was a disaster and got canceled.
Oh yeah. Right. Is New World dead, or is that still coming out?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Also, it's probably possible to get an Arcane Eye all the way up there while she is away to map it out.
Okay. That is an option.
Can birds
So the Arcane,
fly that high? You could probably just scout it with Athena.
if she has an alarm spell, I don't want to trip it.
It's a bird.
Well,
Like, if an alarm spell on a floating island triggers when a bird flies there, that's a very sensitive alarm spell.
that's true. The bird is a fey creature.
Oh, yeah.
Is this map to scale? Yes, it is. Or it is like, okay.
There is a scale on the map. I don't know if it's useful. I'm assuming. Let's get rid of these silly blocks. I forget. It was because the map was destroyed, but I don't know
Right.
why. It was important.
I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah.
We found some maps to patch it up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At one point, I was thinking maybe the adventure can continue further, like along the east side of Charles, because there's like a Valley of Dread. It's like, oh, that sounds like an interesting place to have a story on. But I think we're good with the island setting for now. Move elsewhere.
Yeah. I think once we found Omu, it was just like repeatedly like
Bang,
running it down into Omu and then having to teleport out.
Yeah.
I sort of forget about the whole Jared treasure thing or whatever we were
Yeah.
chasing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was something I was like thinking.
We
Maybe
sort of left that guy hanging.
yeah. He's living, living in the bird place relatively nicely with.
He just dropped him off spawn random.
And we ran off of his map.
Mhm.
Oh, poor guy. Oh. So I guess the plan is the immediate plan is to go figure out this icy, snowy situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this will
And then,
be, yeah, it'll be an interesting session. Self-contained story, maybe.
and I guess there's one day of rest in
Yeah.
between, which we just like Flavius does a bunch of stuff, and
But yeah, I guess we can mention now. So I was intending once we're done with the Tomb of Annihilation, there's a whole adventure based around ice giants and the like called Rime of the Frost Queen, Frost Maiden.
Aren't we like over leveled for that?
Yeah, so that's something to discuss. Um, you definitely skip the first couple parts of it, but I was thinking of repurposing that as a framework for the next sitting. But I was curious to see what people would be interested in like actually doing for adventures and stuff.
If you
Or
wouldn't
like
mind homebrewing, I think we have a promising plot thread with Sastam.
with what? Sorry.
Sastam and the Red Wizards.
Oh, okay. We can continue that down. So last Tom.
I guess a high level adventure, like there's not really anything you can do like with pre-written, just because players have so many different.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, what I was planning on doing was I don't know. I don't know too much about Icewind Dale, but I just know it's kind of like it's vaguely like ice giants versus frost queen or something like that.
Mhm.
So
Right.
Alright. So are we gonna fight against giants, I guess?
well, who knows?
giants,
Okay.
giants, giants.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Okay, but we'll
Okay.
stop here.
Oh, apparently Sastam is level 31 in.
What?
Sorry, challenge rating 31 in 3rd edition. Level 10 plus 17 plus 2.
Hmm.
Level 29?
Yeah, level 29.
Oh no.
Last time, fine. Yeah, I mean, I doubt he's been given 5e stat blocks.
But I mean, 5e is the edition where Tiamat has a stat block.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah, you
what?
was
can
it
fight Tiamat.
Tomb of Annihilation was originally
possible?
made to like by Gary Gygax to ruin his like party of like high level players, like level like 18s or whatever, or 19 or
Yeah.
20.
Is it possible
Or-
to beat
It's
Tiamat?
Tiamat.
Tiamat is
Yeah, yeah. People have. She's CR 30.
Yeah.
People have made like parties specifically to beat her.
But like
That's
the
Don't
thing
be a
with
good party
the
if
thing
you-
with Tomb is it's going to be most of us are going to have a character die from a trap at some point or another.
Hmm.
So
okay.
that's why we should all have backups and get ready to. Every time I talk about my character dying, or like I was talking about how the tower wouldn't work because it would crush the ceiling, someone just laughs at me and says he thinks he has to worry about the ceiling falling down. That's like the worst of his troubles in Tomb.
Hmm.
We're all gonna die, but it's gonna be great. Assuming it's not toned down.
Great.
I don't know.